You're in the air. They can hear you. And you're alive.
My week was great. I did a bomb interview with this online magazine in the city. And you know how you feel like you're starting to step into your purpose. You know, you're making those strides into what you've been having a calling for. Mm-hmm. That's the feeling that I've been having this week. And I've just been staying active and in the groove. That's pretty much it.
You know, it is the age of the Aquarius.
It is. It is, ma'am.
So how was your week, Tasha?
You know, it was a great week.
It's the age of the what?
And,
Of the
Aquarius.
How the fuck y'all get to jump in the middle of the year? What the fuck does that mean?
I mean,
I gonna jump back into the
there's
thing.
no jump back.
It's not jump back. The age of the Aquarius is
No
now.
goddamn age is nothing. It's the time. It
Look
ain't
it
how
up.
much.
Look it up.
That's some shit.
Please research.
We didn't make it. We didn't make it up. Look
And
it
a
up.
whole nother gave themselves a whole nother time of the year where people can be them.
well, you know, they can do whatever they want these days. You know what I'm saying? No
With they
challenge,
stones and
actual
they
change,
crystals.
no-
Come on.
Oh,
Go
just
ahead.
all
How was your week,
night.
Bradley?
Week was fine. You know, glad to be here. You know, another 7 days. Got to see my little cousin graduate. That was awesome. DeKalb County doing their thing. The graduation did feel not rush, but it was great because they had, you know, and basically what I'm saying is they had like a few graduations going on at the same time. You know what I mean? So
But our graduation
it was like a
technically
dropout graduation. You know, this set of schools come in, graduate. 3 hours later, another one, and I can understand that. That was good administration, good thing because since COVID been down, and it was like for everybody having graduation across the county. Yeah, man.
So they had a county graduation.
Yeah. That was cool. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
It's like if you went to this school, you graduated from like 9 to 11.
But see,
if you went to this school, it's from like 11 to 2. You know, it was an assembly line.
Damn.
And that was good organized. Shout out to the County for that.
We gotta talk about that later on. That might have been an early process. They might have just put in our head.
Also met up with some old high school buddies. Speaking of that, because it was
The
like,
old men, the old niggas. Shout out
Hey.
to the old niggas.
Hey, it was a blast. It was a ball.
I gotta meet up with
somewhere.
them with some old niggas, man.
Had a bucket of beer. And shout out to
And
my
50
boys,
wings.
my Barry,
50 wings.
my son Junior Gabe. You know,
That nigga said I've been with your mama since the 70s. I said, bro, you is hell.
please stop interrupting. My boy.
I'm going off your story.
Captain interrupt him. Come on,
Oh.
sir.
Oh yeah. And Todd
turn the
Offer.
microphone.
Shout out to my boys. You know what I'm saying? We gonna link up again. Hopefully we do that like every month, whatever. You know.
The old niggas.
Other than that.
They was the old niggas.
How you
Y'all was the old niggas.
Hey, you got no shame about it. What else? Had a dope session, really dope session. That's cool, got that going on. I'm on the books for Sundays and Mondays, so happy to have that going. Yeah, that's it. How was your week?
How was Ashanti's week?
Yes, so my week actually was fantastic until this morning, but we're gonna pass this morning. This morning is not a part of my week. This
Okay.
morning is a part of next week's bullshit.
Okay.
Cause this week was amazing.
This
I
is part
got-
of next week's bullshit.
Y'all know Wednesday is the day that the fucking hump got to come. It don't matter, but it's got to come. But anywho, so this week was very eye-opening for me. It made me see a lot of things that that I had that was in my head, and everything that held me back was just stuff that was in myself, like my self-doubts. And being able to manifest the things that I manifested this week is just amazing. Mm-hmm. So y'all know I got a business coach, and we've been working on some things. She's been working on, like, you know, helping me with business credit and develop my business credit and stuff of that nature. And then I have another lady that I work with on another part of my designing with, like, actual fabric and stuff instead of yarn. And we just found a spot where we're gonna be leasing out when she come back. And then
Building moves.
yes,
Right.
I'm really excited. But then I got to model for my favorite lock stylist. I've been saying I wanted to get my hair started by her, and then somebody just pops up with, oh, here, they gonna do your hair I'm like, well, I mean, I guess if I said I'm going to do my locks, I might as well commit to it and stop saying, oh, I got this style picked out, this style picked out, and this style. So I just went ahead and did it. But it wasn't the person who I wanted to start it. And then she moved from New York to Atlanta, and then I put myself on her wait list, and then she asked me to do my hair for free, and she's going to be doing my hair for the show for free, and I made her a top, and she put some orders in.
That's
so
right.
I'm excited.
That's living the dream.
Yes.
Looks nice.
It does. Looks beautiful.
And then I had a great night last night. My friends is funny as hell.
Oh yeah, you came in with the Rugrats shorts and ended up with a skirt on. It was a weird ass moment.
Okay, so what had happened was when I was getting my hair done, they dripped oil on my skirt.
Okay.
But I had something to do later on top of what I had to do with them. So I was like, okay, I need to get this out my skirt because this ain't cute for me. I can't walk around with no oily skirt. So I put some Dawn in there, went to the laundromat real quick, threw it in the thing because my dryer fucking broke. Like, damn dryer. But it's cool. I'll get another one. It's replaceable. But washed my skirt out and came to their house and put my skirt back on.
Hey, gotta do
I
what
was
you
like,
do,
the
baby.
just changed. Nobody knows.
You gotta make it do what it do,
She
baby.
never left the room though. That's why I was like confused. I was
Sometimes
like, she
you ain't
never
got to. It's just
Right, I
ways
had
that
shorts
you gotta.
on, just
She's
slip it up.
Houdini.
left. I was like, where is she?
I never took the shorts off. Yeah, that would have been very.
Game of Taboo, and
Yeah,
You know, I don't think I'm really good at taboo.
it was every man for himself taboo. It was
Yeah.
very interesting.
that was.
Every man's for himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
that a-
teams.
No team.
What? Sounds fun. Sounds fun.
And drunk.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Yeah,
Okay.
I had 6 shots and a shot of weed.
Oh yeah, we had when we went to Colorado for my birthday, I had bought
What?
a can of root beer weed. Yeah, they had an infused root beer.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
we've been saving it to a bunch of people around, and everybody really been to the crib for real. So it was just
I
like,
still ain't been.
yeah,
Yeah.
look,
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
I lived there.
Yeah.
I lived there.
Pull up on y'all.
Pull up on me. Oh.
Big pill.
He just
pill.
a random nigga that would know the man's name.
Big pill.
So to jump into these topics, we got some interesting ones, you know. I'll lay them out. Is it safe for comedians to work, or is the world too sensitive at this point in time? You want me to just read them off, or you want to just jump into as I name them?
You can just read them off.
Read them off. Mask off or mask on? President Biden, if you're vaccinated, no mask. If not, wear it. I don't believe you.
So
Okay,
you want
anyways.
people to just walk around holding their cards out?
Pretty much is what it seems like, because everybody's
Okay.
gonna be okay.
Show me your
all right.
ID.
Is it easier to quit a job or a relationship? And is Spirit Airlines really for the ghetto? Yeah.
You said you had one more you wanted to add on that.
Codies Corner.
Is there a difference?
Oh, this is Codies Corner. We don't gotta say it.
Okay.
And then we have Codies Corner.
And then we have
So would you like to start with Codies Corner or end with Codies Corner?
We can end it.
Okay, gotcha.
So I want to actually start with the. Is it safe for comedians to work, or are people too sensitive? Well, whose life? No, not Dave Chappelle's life, but I believe it was Chris Rock. He was talking about how it's harder for him to do his job at this point in time because he can't be genuinely himself and say whatever he wants without being scrutinized about it. And I completely understand what he's saying. And yeah, because everybody is so sensitive to the point where they feel like they're being attacked. And really, it's like, if it pertains to you, laugh about it. Or if you don't think it's funny, move on. Ignore it. I mean, but at the same time, they make money off of making fun of people, making fun of themselves. So
I think that's a part of it. I think that's but once again, we're in the overly opinionated, it ain't your opinion world.
What you mean by that?
Like everybody, we're in an opinion based. Like everybody's always judging people, but like the biggest thing is don't worry about what nobody say about you type work. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're the biggest contradiction. Like we're the biggest contradiction, and then we ask people, especially comedians who are probably like the most vocal about everybody's probably insecurities, problems, issues. They that was their escape. That's some people's comedy. Some people's comedy is just that. And,
Talking about people.
Yeah. Especially like ragging on a certain race, like.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's kind of sad that comedians can't really do their job. What do you think, Bradley? What? What?
I'm over here and I'm pondering on it. You know, I can agree with what you're saying as far as like this nation is a judgmental nation, but then at the same time, you know, they're saying freedom of speech and you know, I don't know.
So you don't think they have a harder time as far as their job?
Yeah. Because you know they become susceptible to like you know it's.
I mean, at this point, I feel like no one can really say anything without being judged or
But
like.
you really can't call out certain groups anymore. Like you can't call out like back in the day. Like if you go back and listen to like Eddie Murphy talk about gay people, he couldn't do it now. The nigga would
His
not even
career
have
be
it.
I'm
over.
saying he'll do it, but he get blackballed.
He wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. He wouldn't have a show.
He'll get you know.
That shit wouldn't get aired.
He'll be targeted.
Netflix wouldn't air it. If he overly went over gay people,
Or like even overweight people. You know what I mean? They used to laugh.
I'm in between.
You in between? About what?
About what?
Like that's a good question.
What are you in between
So do
about?
you-
How do you feel?
I feel both sides. Like,
do you fat shame?
That is such a very direct question.
It is.
Yeah.
You fat shame? Are you a
know,
comedian?
I mean, it's.
Are you a comedian? Do you feel like it's? That nigga said, "Do I fat shame?"
Right.
He had to ask
Because you know
himself.
you can fat shame, you know, by I mean, and not even knowing that you're fat shame. You say so? You know, some
No,
people
see,
just
no. If
do
you're
something.
fat shaming is you're directly doing something.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
shaming is when you're doing it
And you're telling them like
Nah, I don't
you
like it is.
are
You
doing
Chris
horrible.
I don't
Chris
fat shame.
said this world is so sensitive.
So comedians don't have that leisure anymore. I think if it depends on the comic, it's hard, but I think there's still that. I feel like that's the safest place to actually speak your mind is to be a
You
comedian.
know, just to make jokes about fat people, is that fat shame?
Yes.
Or like when you have like certain jokes, or like you ate that shit like fat kid, like you know, is that fat shame and stuff like that?
2 cents.
Even saying like making fun of skinny people.
So we
You know what I mean?
That goes back to a whole other subject
But
on
then
double
that's still,
standards.
that's
That's
right,
still-
because you don't say skinny shame. That's not even a thing.
How is that
But you
different
can
from
still shame.
stereotypes and shit like that?
Huh?
How is that different from like
Because
stereotypes?
it's not. I don't think it is.
You know what I mean?
I don't
Think
think
it's different?
I don't think it's different. I think it's really the same. But I think like the crazy thing is, it's the majority of. It's crazy because it's the majority of the problem. If majority of a situation is the problem, it's hard. It's like it's a problem. Like
I don't know who your boy is.
majority of Americans are unfit. You get what I'm saying?
I don't know about that statement at this point in time.
Wait,
Now,
majority of who
Americans
are unfit? What?
physically.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. I thought you.
Would you say that's true? I feel like everybody's on the health workout kick and
Nah.
trying to be
Trying to get off my couch Corona kick.
yeah, or either like they just like I'm work out now.
No, that was January. That's always January.
No.
That happens in January.
Dark humor is a big part of it, and now the world isn't ready for that.
Man. But
I love
it's,
dark humor.
I
I
would say
love
it's
talking about
twisted,
dark
but it's funny. It was like, wow, you really said that. That's funny, but
Because most of the time, it's how we
No.
really feel. It's how a lot of people feel, and it's like, damn, I wish I would have been able to say that. Or that's some shit I thought of, but I would never say.
They say there's truth in sarcasm.
yes, there's absolute
Majority
truth.
of dark humor happens to be harsh.
You know,
So is that what we're saying? Dark humor has no place
Oh, it
in.
says the harsh truth.
Dark humor has no place in the comedy world.
Can't say it.
I think it does. I think it does, and I feel like it goes across to the right crowds. You know what I mean? There's people who are able to just
It's a demographic.
understand that it's a joke, and if you feel personal about it, go do something about it.
But then when they go do something about it, then it's like they go to Supreme Court and say,
Oh,
this
wait.
motherfucker has harassed and shamed my entire culture and my beliefs on what I think is right about being the man or a woman, black, white, yellow, orange.
You sound like Cat.
Catholic, Jewish.
Defamation and shit and slander.
Yeah, bro. But you can sue a nigga for anything, bro. I didn't like the way you wore your socks today.
It does, but it's limited.
Mm-hmm.
So who was the last comedy you felt like you was like, damn, bro, I don't think he should have said that?
What's your favorite comedy?
My favorite comedy would probably be Dave Chappelle.
That's a good question. Let's answer that one right there.
Dave Chappelle say something, but
Dave
it's like
Chappelle.
it's the truth. It's like
Right.
what can
But
you say?
Dave Chappelle has figured out a way to say it to where he's like he don't know how to say it without
Where he
getting in
don't get
trouble.
I think he can
blacklisted
say it
again.
because he's like.
But he says certain
I
things
think
without
he's
saying
able
what I
to
can
say because he's been saying it for so
It's
long,
like Gary Coleman saying.
and it has not changed, not one bit.
But his wit, the wittiness of how he says it
Yeah.
is how it still I think.
And the
So you're
voice.
talking about the delivery of it.
Yeah.
And the voice.
So I can say whatever I want as long as I deliver it properly.
I actually do. I say
You
whatever I want. Not
really-
just the way I deliver
Listen,
it.
bro, that nigga created a whole character called Rape Man.
Rape?
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
And it's like only way he could have a superpower was like he could do anything. He was indestructible. But right before he saves somebody, he got a rape. Like right before he do good, he rapes. Like why did you laugh?
That is not funny. I didn't find that
What
funny.
is wrong with
I didn't
But
find
like-
that funny.
See, that wouldn't be okay. So it's happening. That wouldn't be right with her, but that would be.
But this nigga would say the world and then he would just
right with me.
rape. He was like that. He said somebody asked him about a skit and he didn't have anything, so he had to come up with something real quick. And that was one of the things he came up with. But at the end, the even more
Rape man.
It's my from his punchline bowl.
But what was even worse? What was
said
even
I
worse
hate
at the
him.
end? He was like, it was Bill Cosby. Like that was like the worst part about it. Like Rape Man was Jello Pudding, man. Like that was like the punchline at the end.
See, it's not funny, and I'm sitting here like,
I love that shit.
did this man just really? But
Then he had one about R. Kelly too. It was really cool.
No.
Shanti,
Shanti, what do you feel? How do you
wanna
feel?
watch
Everybody
it.
hate when R. Kelly is being brought up. I don't know why.
They do. And
Because we not canceling him at all.
But people get mad when you talk about him in a negative term. Like
I'm glad to hear that.
Is R. Kelly in the box? No, I think Bill
I
Cosby.
think
Bill
said-
Cosby in the box.
that nigga said.
You said you're not canceling, right?
he not canceled.
Okay.
He said R. Kelly
His
didn't give
music not canceled, or is
Not.
his music and him
But he
apart?
All right. I'm listening to his music. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. His music not canceled, but he's canceled.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess.
That's a good way of putting it.
The music. We already been in
But no, I mean, we'll never cancel R. Kelly. I don't give a damn way yet. Your grandma's still gonna, you turn on Step in the Name of Love.
I'm a step. I ain't even gonna lie to
Yeah,
y'all. I'm
it
a
is.
step.
Side to side, round and round.
You gonna do it
Hit
every
the ground.
time.
I'm like, hey, but then at the same time, you gotta be able to
Nope.
like.
Ain't nobody even watching.
Everybody gonna sing something.
Ain't nobody even watching that video.
No.
Ain't nobody even watching that shit on Netflix no more. Ain't nobody even watching the Survivor R. Kelly.
We watched it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you still listening to the music.
No,
you
I'm
know what
not. No, I'm not listening to the music.
didn't
So the
watch-
music pops on, and I'm like, dang man, I shouldn't be enjoying.
If R.
this
Kelly
right
station
now.
come, if your R.
But
Kelly, if R.
I
Kelly
just
station
fall
come
into
on,
it.
Hold on, time out. If your R.
It's
Kelly
nothing,
station
no.
accidentally come on your Pandora, you just turn your shit on and the R. Kelly station go, you gonna change it?
Yes.
What? Excuse me. No, I'm not changing it.
Shanti.
I love R. Kelly. When a woman loves
Girl.
R. Kelly delivered what he had to say. He earned his respect in the music side of it.
Okay, but then,
Entertainment though? Come on, man. Y'all didn't see the never mind.
Hands down.
but at the same time, it's like you cannot separate a person from their doings and their art because they come as one, don't they? Or
No.
or their art
No.
is separate from their
Their
No.
art is
personal.
separate from
Like,
the
it's
person.
just like-
I
It's
actually agree with that.
Because there's a lot
I
of
listen to
people
Young
that's
Boy.
fucked up in this
I listen to
world.
Young Boy, Never Broke Again, and I don't agree with his personal life.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying though. Like Lil Wayne, when Lil Wayne was kissing Baby, I didn't personally say, "Oh, I'm okay with that," but that didn't make me any less of a Lil Wayne fan.
Right? When these niggas started walking around in dresses, did it make you stop?
I don't care about your
listening
personal life, homie. Your personal life ain't got nothing to do with how your
But yes,
music
it
Niggas
does
still playing
because
Old
your
Town
person.
Road.
Well, because we're supporting your personal life by supporting your music or your shows. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So,
but
So
you don't think you can separate it? You don't think you can separate the person from the music?
huh?
You don't think you can separate the person from the music?
What's any different from that in the actor?
You should.
If an actor is playing a role and the actor is this person, I just love how this person acts. I might not personally like how this person is as a person. I heard Harvey Weinstein was a horrible person,
Yeah.
but he did great things as movies. We gonna stop watching his movies?
I think yeah, you're supposed to. Yep.
But you have to.
Are we? Would you? Okay, honestly, y'all seriously wouldn't watch the Cosby Show no more?
If they still play it on.
No, they took it off air. It's not that we can't.
Yeah,
And
if
then
they,
even,
if they still
but
play
because
it,
guess
I'll
what?
watch it.
You playing his stuff is supporting his personal life.
It's not the man's in jail. How are you supporting him and he's in jail? What are you supporting, the jail cell?
His estates.
So you just don't like the person.
You think his family not supposed to be taken care of?
So we just gonna
The whole person?
Hold on.
They art counts for nothing.
We put my boy Cosby in the box.
We
I
did.
ain't gonna bring him up, so we're gonna just leave that alone. Cause
Okay.
I was finna go into.
You was finna go into another round.
This is
I
why
saw
he's in
it.
the box.
I saw it. All
I
right.
don't know, y'all.
Free
I
Cosby.
think we can separate the content from the person.
You have to, bro.
You have to.
People personal. I cannot personally even to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Even my personal everything. I hang around my friends for my reasons for why I hang around you. What you do in your personal time, I will probably never know. It's probably some crazy. I really think Bradley hang from Cellophane.
Yo.
But I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna hang with this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
With the tie around his head.
Well, no, she got the towel.
To the tie.
Yeah, still.
Oh. Whoa. All right.
Don't worry about it.
We'll leave that right there.
What I was just saying, I think if somebody's art, that's just like me appreciating a painting. If I like a painting, I like the painting. I enjoy the painting. Why do I have to care about who the person who painted it?
Because once you purchase that painting, you're supporting that person who painted it. And they may be a serial killer. Nope.
He left.
He left.
Yeah.
But the music is still good, though. I mean, yeah, I get it.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
though?
get it. I get it.
like
It's a way how you get
you're
back at that
encouraging
person.
them to continue doing what they have been doing
see your
because
point.
they feel like there's no repercussions of it. They love me regardless, so I'm gonna still do whatever I want. And that's where people have to find that boundary. wouldn't say that's the same thing for comedians.
It's morally
It's
for you.
different, huh?
It's a moral
It's
thing.
moral.
It's a moral thing.
They have to be morally good in their personal
I'm
life.
saying your thing
in
is
order for you
it's
to
a moral
respond.
code for you. Saying if you live by this, I can't support you because me supporting you
Yeah,
is
means
supporting
that
your
I support what you
whatever
doing
you do.
in general. Like,
So comedians doing that goes right back to the whole thing. So a comedian talking down upon a racist somebody like that or saying somebody like
I'm saying, well, why ain't Christian rap popping then? How come we ain't?
It
How
is
come we?
popping.
How come
It
we
is. I
ain't
like
playing
Christian
that?
rap.
Oh please, y'all know good and well.
You
y'all
don't
ain't about
listen
to
to
play
it.
that.
I'm forgiving.
Y'all ain't about. Y'all
I ain't gonna lie.
y'all got them.
here's one Christian rapper
I mean-
that I do rock with. He from the west side of
Y'all
Atlanta.
about to take this one example, what you call it, and
Yo.
then slap it
That's
over the
not
whole thing. Y'all know good and well, y'all is
be
not
tight.
streaming Christian rap for real.
Do you
Y'all
wanna
not
see my
play,
phone?
y'all is
Would
not
you like to
playing
look
it.
at my-
The last thing
How you
you
gonna tell
the
me
last
what I
thing,
play?
when you was at Don's party yesterday and y'all plugged in the damn Bluetooth, you did not play Lecrae. When you
there's
did not play
different
with the call,
times.
and y'all did not.
Who? I'm not twerking to Lecrae. When I'm chilling with my
So
friends,
wait, what's your
it's
point,
turn
Bradley?
up time.
Exactly.
What's your point,
Why
Bradley?
is we sitting up
If
here
the
playing
person has to be
gospel rap?
morally good and correct, you feel what I'm saying? Then that's the kind of music you should listen to. That's what you're saying,
No,
right?
that's not
So
what
you
I'm
want us
saying.
to turn up
Because-
time? You want us to go
Yeah.
I listen to
twerking?
Codies. I listen to
twerking
Codies
Jesus?
when I'm
No,
around my
but
grandma.
that proves my point. That proves my point as far as saying that you should separate the music from the person. Don't cancel the man's music because he has personal mistakes in his life.
We all have mistakes, and every mistake has been made by many persons.
That's like with Bill Clinton when he got head from Monica Lewinsky. We supported him.
allegations,
We were saying
Who said that? Who said
we
that
were
is
saying
true?
yeah, we were
Those were
saying
allegations, sir.
there you go, see, and the support rise. You feel what I'm saying?
All men stick together.
We ain't impeach him.
No, niggas will
We
turn
ain't
each other
impeach
over
him.
quicker than anything.
If R. Kelly never got arrested, it would still be allegations.
But then, yeah.
Listen,
Yes,
bro. Listen. All right, that's what I'm saying. As far as this whole pissing, at what point do you know you don't want to be pissed on? I'm asking you this. Like, what age do you know it's not okay for somebody to pee on you? Just asking.
I bet you.
At 12? At 12?
When you think to ask me?
At 12, do you think somebody could pee on you and you just stand there?
Ask
You
a
can't do
kid.
that at 3.
At what point?
Exactly.
So if somebody's standing there at
You
that,
want to check.
And me buying your music is supporting you to get these females and these checks.
but that's okay. That might be his thing. Why we mad about his thing? That's his thing.
So why we gonna take food out his kid's mouth because he fucked?
But I'm saying though, that's his thing. Like, why are we mad about this man's thing? If there's a girl who likes the thing that he likes to do, why is there a problem?
What business is it of y'all's? If the man is like,
Which has it to you?
I'm saying though, my thing is they try to they blur that line really crazy when it comes to like a child. Like at 17, a little boy do something with a 16-year-old girl, he can go to jail. But a 17-year-old girl who's having sex with a man is I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying that they don't get charged the same.
that's the difference because both of them children.
Yeah.
But a 17-year-old boy is gonna get charged as an adult.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you that 17-year-old girl, she will get charged as an adult because you are an adult at 17.
A 17-year-old girl is gonna be that this man is molesting a child, so he's gonna get a higher charge.
Vice versa.
It's the same.
Yes,
they are.
No, they don't
Yes,
have
they
that
do.
many cases.
There's
They don't treat
bloodlines.
it
They don't
same.
want to admit it.
Not for girls and guys.
They don't have that many cases because men don't tell on women when
They think that they winning.
And if
See?
anyone of my, I'm telling you,
See, look at where this about to come. Exactly.
So you would have been fucking your babysitter.
Miss Arnold. I'm just saying,
Exactly, a teacher.
Miss Arnold.
Man, I had a couple teachers that could have got it.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about the ghetto because that's where we're
We
headed.
knew that freaking.
That's where we're headed. It's okay. Yo,
She
I
say
know
that
y'all.
every show. Every show you name it one.
So I know y'all been seeing this been fights at the airlines, at the airport, and everything. And I'm just trying to figure out: do these people understand that if you fight that's a federal crime? You cannot get back on the flights. You can't do nothing. That's a
Be riding
charge.
buses and boats from now on.
Go in the boat.
I
not
mean,
even the ship.
And then what's making it even
Ultimate
worse
Uber.
is that they talking about spirit. Like, y'all, this last one that I saw, it was these these adolescents. They were on the flight and they were kicking this woman's seat, this little girl's seat. and oh,
Hold
They
on, which
said-
one couldn't have been your family? The kicking the seats or the family getting kicked?
kicking the seats,
Both of them, shit.
kicking the seats. And they
Picture my
like,
mama now. Set your ass down.
and they like, stop kicking the seats. No, these is like 17-year-olds. And they,
Still shit. We got
and
to
so-
Hold on, the 17-year-olds are kicking the seats?
yeah.
That's an adult.
That.
Oh, now
That-
he
yeah,
get his
see.
ass whooped.
Wait, let me tell the story.
All right,
Y'all
Chris.
funny. So, huh?
Chris said he's your biggest fan.
So, shout out to Chris. What up, though?
That's my
So they're on the flight, and there's a pregnant woman there as well. And so she's like, can you stop kicking my daughter's seat? She's like, can you stop? Oh, no, my niece. And the girl turned around, she started popping off, and they started fighting the pregnant woman all day in the air. And then it's two
This is a bad joke.
teens,
Technically,
and
was it
then
two
there's
on
a
one?
man that's fighting the pregnant woman as well.
Hold on, so there's three on one?
3 against 2 because the niece started fighting too. So,
So it was 3 on 3 because she pregnant.
wow.
See, I can't make that joke, but if a comedian...
I'm gonna need you to step off.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna need you to step off.
Hey, that was good.
Okay? I'm gonna need.
But I can't say it because
Look at the double standard.
I'm just saying.
The baby can't fight.
The baby
is-
it's 3 on 3 though. It wasn't no jump. It wasn't no jump.
I
It
just
was,
noticed that too.
I'm just saying, bro. Her niece jumped in. It was 3 of them. It was 3 of them.
That's not acceptable.
It's not at all. So,
But Dave Chappelle can.
but do y'all think like is Spirit Airlines really that bad that they can just tear up like that and
Nah.
just act up?
I think-
I think Spirit Airlines is not that bad.
No, I think it's.
Man, if I'm sitting on the chair like this, I'm gonna be kicking somebody's ass too. Cause first of all,
For the first time, and I had a great flight.
It's not that bad. So it's but man,
you ain't got shit with you.
yeah, you pick
But,
it up
but-
and going.
Why would you bring something with you?
But see, that's traveling correctly. Like if you know how to travel correctly, and I send everything checked bag, man. Bradley showed me that one time, and I ain't walking
What?
with nothing but a book bag.
Yeah,
I'm not
put
rolling
back in the
shit.
carry-on.
I'm not rolling shit. No, I ain't duffling shit. If I can't put it in my backpack, it don't need to be with me. And a lot of people want to travel and try to put this bag on top. Nigga, I'm damn near getting off the flight just like this. Like I'm ready to go.
You know, it's good we talking about this. I got to book a flight by the end of June, and I've been considering Spirit Airlines, but I think of all this shit I see on the
Listen, this is the honest the truth about Spirit, and I think this is why they get a bad rap. Is because they're so cheap. But the problem when it comes to it is they charge you for your bags.
Oh,
and they charge you for your seat arrangement. Mm-hmm. So like on Delta, you could pick where you want to sit at, and it's already included in the price. Mm-hmm. You already get one carry-on to go with you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. With Spirit, you don't get shit. It's nigga, you can get on the plane.
A book bag.
Carry on?
Nah,
it's a bus ride.
No,
you
that's
go
a
with a book bag.
item.
Yeah, but it has to be a personal. It ain't your duffel bag, nigga. If that shit don't go in that bag, nigga, it's charged.
But I also feel like they get a bad rep because...
No, Southwest is the best. It's too cheap.
I mean, as far as the bag, but like you don't have a seating arrangement. You sit in the zone. And then even when you're on the plane, you can sometimes rotate.
Southwest let you pick.
You can pick now with Southwest, you see?
Hell yeah. I love Southwest. That's my favorite.
That is my favorite.
I don't care about where I sit. I'm thinking more of
that and Delta my favorite.
But Spirit is not that bad. I think they really get a bad rap because
why?
Because it's cheap.
Because they landed in the damn ocean. I seen it. I seen it on.
That don't have nothing to do with it.
I'm gonna say that landed.
That shit landed.
No, I'm sorry, not land. They crashed into the damn ocean.
But she's saying that's better than landing on land or a building or something. And
everything
you have no
would have been
control.
flames.
I don't want to think about something like that.
It's a whole flotation fight.
They're not bad.
I get it.
They're not bad. They have a bunch of hidden fees, and I think what the problem with it is, a lot of our people, or a lot of cheap people, period, book that flight just to go. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody, like our flight back.
I'm cheap.
No, yeah.
Yes.
Shit.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
But the flight for us to come back was only $37.
I'm saying.
From Miami.
And y'all had what y'all needed, right?
No, I'm saying that's not that we missed our flight. This is the day we bought a ticket. The next day the flight was $37, but then it was like $70 for our bag. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people who don't have, think about if I'm just getting up and going. I don't give a fuck about what's going on. I'm about to go.
Go buy you some clothes wherever you go.
$17. I got a $37 flight. That's when you getting a bunch of like just raggedy.
Hold on, they're that cheap?
Yes.
If they're that cheap, you can put me on the damn log and fly me through the damn for real.
Yeah, our flight was $37. It was me and her ticket back home for a flight. The next day was $137.
But they can wrap a cloth
I don't see
around.
nothing wrong with that, but I feel like
already missed out on money because we just had
$17.
it comes into it being called the ghetto because sometimes the rides aren't the best. But then that's the people that's behind the cockpit. That's in the cockpit. But then also it's like you got people who, like you said, who are just trying to go somewhere, and I believe you have to have a proper etiquette in order to fly. Honestly, you gotta have some sort of etiquette when you're flying.
Not if it's $17. $17, nigga. I can go out here right now and talk to at least 80 people and get $17.
Uber is more expensive than that.
That's exactly. If you got to the airport, you good.
You gotta get yourself to the airport, and if you get yourself to the airport, it's gonna cost more than a flight.
But why do people fight at Spirit and don't fight anywhere else? Delta.
Because they ain't spend as much money.
Why are you yelling at me?
If they didn't spend as much money.
When
you spend a lot of money, you don't fight.
You right.
If you spend $200,
so pretty much Spirit needs to make their prices a little pricier.
Yeah.
No,
hell no. Because I got a sneaky suspicion that quality of flight not gonna go up.
fare.
My thing is, it's not the quality of the flight because there's not who's complaining about the airlines? The passengers are the ones fighting.
The floor has termites, man.
What?
Wait, show me that. Show me that.
And then
What are you listening
the spirit flight we just flew on, it's clean. Like it's a brand new plane.
Oh, it was nice.
and the funny thing is, I think they're Delta planes.
You smelled the Fabuloso?
Some of them are.
Some of them are actual
Man, they was spraying
Delta
some
planes.
shit. They was spraying some shit out of the
disinfectant.
The disinfectant. They was spraying. I think they was putting something else.
Yeah, that is the one I flew, and it was like they're filtering the air.
You can see the steam coming out the side. I was like, oh shit. I hope this gets me.
Ashanti, do it again.
They said we're gonna filter the air. It was like.
I thought it was smoking though. I literally,
because
I just seen like
the air on the airplane.
I heard him already say something.
I'm like, hey man, this shit ain't supposed to be smoking.
No.
But they sucking up all the COVID.
I just didn't have no problem. I've never had a bad Spirit flight to where I've seen it's not the staff, it's the quality of people that are able to purchase these tickets. It's not the.
It's never been the same.
Well, those type of quality of people are not being allowed back on the flights.
Exactly. So we just gotta weed them out. Come on,
Just
through
weed
for
'em out,
17.
Please.
I'm gonna fly.
Come on through for 17, and we're gonna tell y'all ass you can't ever come back again.
Look, I'm gonna fly Spirit, and I'm gonna come back with a review, and I'm gonna let y'all know about this.
Please let us know.
Try it out, bro.
I'm telling you, check in before. I'm telling you to check in beforehand. Make sure you know that you're gonna pay for your carry-on, and you gotta know you gonna have to pay for your check bag. Just know that.
And we sat at because you're a little tall, you might want to sit at the exit.
Oh yeah, sit at the.
Yeah, I'm saying sit on the end seat.
No, not even that. They got exit seats.
Hold
they
on,
got
the plane short.
But no, you.
I can't stand up.
Bradley
in
got
that
to
motherfucker.
volunteer to
I
help.
just got a sneaky
Exactly.
suspicion
You got to
that this about
volunteer to
be
help if you gonna sit on the exit seats. Remember that.
This is gonna be a trap ride, y'all.
Man.
They're gonna go on.
I think this shit gonna be like Soul Plane, y'all. Look,
I always wanted
Spirit
to
Soul
ride one. I swear, I
Plane.
always wanted to ride Soul Plane.
That's what they all felt like.
Right.
Alright, I'm trying.
Well,
That plane started falling.
Let's see.
They had to
I don't know.
Yeah.
Try it out, Bradley. Let us
I
know.
would have been like,
Because this dog wasn't no goddamn flight.
Right. Like, I don't know, man. I just got out the penitentiary.
yes, we're getting a little.
Look, and I swear, if I'm standing
long.
up, look,
So we're gonna
if I'm standing up
cut
in that
into some
motherfucker
music.
But I ain't gon' let the dough hit me. You be trippin', I coulda had some more bitches. That we ballin', you ain't check the score, did you? Where we goin', please don't bring your hoe with you. Shawty callin', tryna play me. Holdin' down my corner like I'm Chuck Bailey. Where you goin', girl? I'm finna drive you crazy. Yeah, I know you got a nigga. It don't face me after this. I know that nigga finna hate me. Every day we be arguing about nothing. Always looking through my phone, always looking for something. Yeah, I used to be in love, but now it's just not the same. It's just not the same. You don't give me no more. You don't give me no more. You don't love me no more. You don't trust me no more. Trust me no more. I'm tired of going back and forth. Said I'm tired of going back and forth. It's just not the same. I'm tired of going back and forth. Said I'm tired of going back and forth. Keep playing games. I'm tired of going back and forth. Said I'm tired of going back and forth. When we gonna change? I'm tired of going back and forth. Said I'm tired of going back and forth. Back and forth. Going back and forth. Going back and forth. It's just back and forth. Going back and forth.
This is gonna be What About Us by King Kadeem and Cristiano featuring Ghetto.
Why you can't find real love? When it's right in your face. Baby, what about us?
Can you promise love and trust?
Baby, what about us, baby, what's cracking? No time waste, let's make it happen. She do foreplay, she an actress. Oh, soft fast, we don't need a mattress. Boy, we can tell you each coin by the cabinet. Shout out to 5 for the change her status. Girl, you look good and you know you the bad. Everybody can't have this, she a classic. Fuck all that past shit, girl, that's the past tense. Soon as I seen it, I knew I had to have it. Fuck to your favorite song, do it with a patch. Step out and kill her just like an assassin. She wanna be bae, she calling me dad. She calling me poppy, she calling me paps. Bitch, I'm on board, this nigga rack, I know we can match.
Why your heart still broken? Why your tears keep falling? Why you can't find real love when it's right in your face? Baby, what about us?
Can you promise love and trust?
Baby, what about us when it's right in your face? Baby, what about us? I know you're tired of being broken, baby. Whoever lost you gotta be crazy, girl. Wipe your tears, let me see that little pretty smile. I know it's hard trying to trust, cause it's been a while. Baby, I want you, I need you, I like you. Make you a promise that I'll stay right by you and keep you protected and show you what love is. Baby, what about us?
What about us, babe? All the tensions drive me crazy. Matter of fact, I'm going insane, cause your life just ain't the same. I give you all of me, cause I love you and I need you. I'll take it all back. I give it all. What was your question? I learned a lesson. Yes, you're a blessing. You mean the world to me, and I'll give you everything. Yes, I know it took a while, and I love your crooked smile. Drop them plans for today, cause it's love for us to make. And I'm sorry about yesterday, never meant to make you
Why
feel
your
that way.
heart still broken? Why your tears keep falling? Why you can't find real love when it's right in your face? Baby, what about us?
Can you promise love and trust?
Baby, what about us when it's right in your face? Baby, what about us?
Baby, what about us?
Trigger ain't what you say. What's up, Trigger ain't better keep playing. We want the money, we aim for the bank, yo. They see the money, they hang, yo. We get money, we paid. I'ma hit the wall, make them hit them folks. Make them drop and roll, make them get down low. Michael Jackson's toes hit the Tootsie Roll. My jewelry be froze, got Corona cold. Trigger the new wave if they didn't know. I just ate that beat like some nacho balls. They already knew I wave. 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 Wave, 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 wave. They already knew I 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 wave. All that water make them drown. Do your dance, break it down. If you gon' stop, make a sound. They counting up, they counting down. I work up the virtual learning. I get to my rest, my earnest. I'm with a little baby called surfing. Give a candy bag, not a Birkin. I'm the wave, I'm the move. I'm the motion, what's the move? They no trick, ain't bet the rules. Reporting live, breaking news. They already knew that I was stealth. Felt like Kappas by myself. BB Simons on my belt. I get wavy, Michael Phelps. They already knew I wave. 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 Wave, 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 wave. They already knew I 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 wave.
Okay, Southside shit. It is what I say. I take cruising down Tara in my scat pad. Jocking that bitch. Flat me
Okay, a Southside nigga, bitch. I came from the street. He called me for a feature, so I left a stain on the beat. He tried to act like a manager and dropped the song, but we all know that pussy nigga couldn't ride along. He don't even feel the game be with me, right or wrong. I was born in New Jersey, I get wavy on my song. She like, I don't got this number, bitch. Did my burner phone, I got a bad bitch. Yeah, she grew up and called my home. I had another bitch, her daddy tried to put me on, but that's another topic for a whole nother song. The plug dropped the load, cause he know I get it gone. I'm a tar bullet, I am not from a zone. I be geek like E.T., but I need the phone home. We were having 10K before the 10K been alone. CPN for the win, Porsche come ride along, baby. CPN for the win, baby, ride along. Let's go. Mr. Pappy, don't stab it, don't stab it. Mr. Pappy, kick flavor. Mr. Pappy, getting paid. Mr. Pappy, don't stab it. Mr. Pappy, don't stab it. Look, okay, look, a whole lot of money we be making on the humble. Shh, close your mouth, them folks watching, there they on us. A whole lot of money, cause I just made 10K in 2 days. That's a whole lot of plays, like, whole lot of money, but I swear I'm gon' get it. When the crew get it, yeah, you know we gon' split it. Nigga talking shitty, we fuck it, we gon' split it. 2, 2, 3, hit him, made a nigga do a 360. I ain't gon' count, made him do a 360. Told the country nigga meet me at the Wing Dixie. Sold him pound of that OG for about 650. Hold up, wait a minute, I made him pay 55.50. He turned around and savage hit him with it 40 glizzy. Down, we turn your ass into a statistic. If it's smoke, then you know the whole game blissing. They say that I'm what the rap game been Mr. Pappy, Mr. Pappy, don't stab it, don't stab it. Mr. Pappy, kick flavor. Mr. Pappy, getting paid. Mr. Pappy, don't stab it. Mr. Pappy, don't stab it. It was only a matter of time before we started getting paid for this shit. Cost a whole lot of money to drip like this. Slang, 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 slang. Yeah. Slang.
Slang, you brought me pain, you had me down on my lowest.
Let's go.
I showed you love and you just seem to ignore it.
Oh no.
And I just pray that God you keep on growing. No matter what I try to tell you, you just seem to ignore it. Now baby, is it working? Now baby, is it working? Is it working for you? Now is it working? Now baby, is it working? Is it working for you? I showed you just on how to move and get cash. You showed a different route and I heard shaking your ass. Sleep on your future, but you stuck on your past. Temporary relationships, you better hope that they last. And I ain't asking for my heart back. You the reason, babe, don't start that. Should've left you where your mom said. Hey, bitch, where my son at? Child support, don't pay no funds, but I'm working hard, but don't work hard. They say it's cheaper to keep her, but I'ma let her lead. Sexually attracted, but I don't love her emotionally. My new bitch, the type of bitch that you gon' wanna see. Shout out one of a kind, sorta like one of me. You ought to see. Brought me pain, you had me down on my lowest. I showed you love and you just seem to ignore it. And I just pray that God you keep on growing. No matter what I try to tell you, you just seem to ignore it. Now baby, is it working? Now baby, is it working? Is it working for you? Now is it working? Now baby, is it working? Is it working for you?
I see you got a new nigga, it ain't working. Quit your 9 to 5, showed you that him love and that shit had you hypnotized. You knew he was lying, he ain't even look you in your eye. I know you missed this shit, I ain't nothing like them other guy. It ain't working, baby, I know it ain't working. I'm a real nigga for certain. We hit them all and I be splurging. I I showed you how to get that paper, look at you, how you flourishing. Know you missed them trips, OT, we was splurging. Bought us some Moet and I bought them Gucci purses. Let me know, was it worth it? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. 3 a.m. at the back door. Let me in, fuck it quick, and then I fucking
You
go.
brought me pain, you had me down on my lowest. I showed you love and you just seem to ignore it. And I just pray that God you keep on growing. No matter what I try to tell you, you just seem to ignore it. Now baby, is it working? Now baby, is it working? Is it working for you? Now is it working? Now baby, is it working? Is it working for you?
My dysfunctional family.
She hit switch.
She hit them boys.
Shit.
Right. Get
Damn.
right.
Get it right. Get it right. But welcome back. Welcome
Welcome back in, y'all. So we're gonna move into our relationship segment of the show. So tell me what y'all think. Is it better to, or not better, but is it harder to leave a job than a relationship, or vice versa?
I think it's
Look, Don ready, go.
I think it's hands down. It's easy to leave a job, man. You can easily say fuck a job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A relationship, you probably got a deeper bond with it. You know what I'm saying?
Unless you
Unless
have,
your job is more important. Some people's jobs.
unless you have a tie with your manager that just is stuck.
Oh, that's why
That's my crystal.
What the hell?
Right.
It's coming out of.
Cause personally, my manager started crying to me and said, "I've been there for you, and I was there for you, and your baby daddy was."
There she
I was
goes. There she goes snitching.
Wait a minute.
There she go. There she goes
Poor
snitching.
Shanti, like, wait a minute. You can't bring that.
She started crying and it was like, "I've always been there for you," and I was just,
Did it make you stay?
Yes, it did.
Got him.
For how long?
I'm still there.
Now.
I only work 2 days a week though. So.
But I think that's so crazy though. But at the same time, I believe it's hard to leave a relationship. But it can also be hard to leave a job too, because that's your income.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
I was gonna wonder if anybody was gonna say that.
That's your money.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? But unless you got something else lined up, that's what you're supposed to do. You always supposed to have something lined up before you move on.
Choose you first.
Because they'll replace you. You know what I mean? I just feel like, you can. It's harder to replace somebody in a relationship because you're like, dang, I don't know if I'm gonna get this back again. So it's like, do I settle or do I move on?
I'm not settling for shit.
Nothing. Right? Thank you.
I can't.
Understand.
I at the end of the day, breaking off relationships hurt, but I'd rather.
Some people can't do it.
It hurts me more than it hurts you, but it really doesn't hurt me more than it hurts
I
you.
think it's definitely harder to break up.
She lying to folks. You lying. I think it's harder to break up because
Shanti got your ass packed.
and ready. But you're doing.
I'm not gonna pack you. I'm gonna pack me.
Hello. Say it again.
Fuck that. Because
It's not you. It's really me.
I'm just not here. Like, you might be at a space where you think you are, but it's not the space where I need you to be. So, and that's what makes your decision that much easier, because at the end of the day, you have to choose yourself sometimes. If you choose somebody over you when they aren't doing what they need to do to be the precedence in your life, then you have to choose yourself.
And I think it should be the same as well as with a job, though. I think it should be that same thing. If you're just there because, like, it might just be sustaining you, but you can go probably do the same thing doing it somewhere else, you probably should get the fuck on.
Or at your house, chilling.
You wouldn't want to leave one job to go to another job and be doing the same shit.
I'm not going to a
that's
job.
not no better than what you were already doing.
Some places though, energy and businesses, like it's certain restaurants and certain, it's just like it's a bad aura of place to just be in.
I know all about it.
Toxic.
So versus I can go over here.
Depends on the industry.
No, it don't.
No, it doesn't.
Not the
No, it
industry,
don't.
Not the industry. I think it depends on the location or the
people,
the
staff.
the staff.
Not even
The
location.
business.
It's the people and staff.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you spend more time with your work family than you do at home. You know what I mean? That's every day.
Yeah.
That's
your work
a
life,
commitment.
They say your work life would be about 80% of your life, 75% of your life.
I ain't going for it. Fuck that. I'm about to
You know,
know this shit.
and not everybody hate their job.
I don't hate my
know
job.
what
I
I mean?
actually love my job.
It is.
Have a job that you love.
I love it.
Yeah, you should be able to, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to say give back, but, pour into something. Like, there's people that invested in themselves, to be in a certain industry, to be in a certain career field. You know what I mean? And they go there. So I would say it's harder to leave a job if you're on that path. If you're, you know what I'm saying?
I heard,
then to be a
I think it
relationship.
was Warren Buffett. Pick a job that you. I think I said this last week. Pick a job that you would have if you didn't need a job.
Mhm.
Pick a job that you would want to have if you didn't need the job.
Pick
Don't just pick a job because you needed to work and live off of.
Right.
Pick a job that you would pick if you didn't need the money.
Pick one that you're good at.
It's not as easy for a lot of people, and a lot of people do live check to check. It's not good, but
True.
some people do that. They have to.
But I feel like you make that choice.
In a way,
Even
some people
it
stuck
is.
in
Make that
poverty.
choice.
Some people be stuck in poverty. Like,
Is
they
it
can't
the
catch a break.
mindset? Is the mindset?
It really
or is
is.
it like because it's like at that point you're not challenging or you're afraid to challenge yourself to do something different outside of your comfort zone that can give you more and better. And that'd be some. That's why I say like it's kind of neck and neck with a job and a relationship because people don't leave situations because they feel like they comfortable and they don't feel like they can do better. Either they don't want to try something new. Ooh.
And sometimes when you don't want to try something new and you're supposed to try something new, you're going to get forced to try that new thing because it's for you.
That's deep.
Say la.
So,
I hope you sending the show off over there.
Oh, see these niggas over here who don't know the topics that we trying to sit over here and get to. That's what y'all trying to do. What the comments talking about? Nobody in the comments saying
they
nothing
don't,
about this.
they don't want to talk about it.
Now,
Huh?
that break took us down a little bit, but
Alright, so nobody
it's
wanna
cool.
listen.
Did we do
Mask
the man?
off.
Mask
No, we
on,
did not.
Mask off?
Mask off.
Don.
Mask
Fucking
off.
mask off.
We ain't hear
Don.
that one.
What's up?
How do you feel about mask?
I mean, I feel like it's kind of been bullshit if you've been in Atlanta for the past 6 months anyway. Niggas is out
Last
here.
year, not 6 months. Year.
I'm just saying, like, niggas just really got, like, I mean, but even when we went to Florida, it was the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just here. I don't know if it's a major city thing, because when we went to Miami, niggas was out there. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. I'm on a mother boat.
That's
like,
what they chanted?
Like, it was just, like, it was a
Probably
bunch of people
did,
on the boat drinking. But how do you keep, I mean, it's all kind of stupid to me anyway. Because, like, if I can go to a bar and sit beside random people at a bar and take off my mask and COVID is just safe from right now, everything is bullshit to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it just doesn't.
I agree.
They're so here talking this way. and
Mark
this
Hackworth just got here. What's up, family?
What
What
up?
What the
Hey,
why-
Mark.
why?
Hey, I see the subscribe. Helps you get it on the right way. We gonna
I
be here
feel
happy.
like, wearing a mask and not wearing a mask, it's beneficial wearing it because, I mean, it kept away the germs and stuff like that. But as Don, as you said, like when you go into a restaurant, as soon as you get seated,
Mask off.
mask is off, and it's like we still exposed, like y'all.
It defeats the purpose.
It defeats the purpose. But then I feel like it's like the flu at this point right now. Like, there's people who are getting the flu shot or did get the flu shot, and there's people who didn't get the flu shot. And when they did get the flu, they either had it bad or either they didn't really have major symptoms like that. But then if you did get the flu shot, you still got the flu. And if you get COVID vaccine, you can still get COVID.
So what the fuck
So
am I
what's
doing
the
it for?
point? That's what I'm saying.
It's giving you less of an impact of
That's like
the
saying-
symptoms, and it brings it less
Nah,
to you.
bruh. If a condom could possibly, it's like 99.9. These niggas are like a 70-80%. Niggas wouldn't be using condoms.
Yeah, if they wrote the real statistics
It would
of
be
how much
50%.
that shit break, especially if
Not
the
even
shit
that though.
is
What I'm
put
saying
on.
is, if it's put on correct, if it's done, if you do what you're supposed to do with it, like a shot that you can put into my fucking body. A shot should be able to prevent all issues of what's about to happen. If you injected me with some shit.
That's my thoughts about it. But yeah, I don't understand the argument. And that's how I felt about the flu shot. I mean, that's how I felt about it until I did get it. What?
This.
Damn.
Almost killed everybody.
Damn.
In the audience, I'm sorry, everybody. We loves you.
My bad. My bad.
Yeah, man.
Tapped on the mic.
But how are you even supposed to know if someone is really vaccinated?
Show me
they
your
give
ID.
You cards. They give you the cards.
Show me your ID.
But I think somebody said they was gonna start making fake ones.
Yeah, what you mean?
Right, I'm gonna give me a
You know
fake
we gonna scam every damn thing.
On the plug on the vaccine card, bro.
You know
You ain't
we-
gotta go get the vaccine, bro. I got
No,
you.
he's
bro.
not.
Look, let's
Do
talk
not
about that.
listen
Let's
to
talk
him.
about that.
Vaccine
If they,
card.
He is not.
if the world start
I got the
institution, you got to have a card in order to to do anything, to fly, to eat. Niggas was going to
Oh, yeah.
scam them damn cards
Bruh,
like every
I am
damn thing else.
vaccine plug.
Mark
For real.
said it's not as bad as people make it seem. The news is just focusing on the deaths and the fear and mongering. It's about control.
It is.
It's always been about control. They just told everybody to sit down for a year, and everybody sit their ass the fuck down.
I've always
We
told
control
y'all. It's
the
like,
I was like, I can't.
They couldn't keep them
I was
niggas
fine.
They couldn't keep them niggas sit down in Atlanta.
Only because they told me I had to sit down because I'm usually in my house when I'm by myself.
Yeah, it was.
I'm usually in my house.
Major difference.
But when they tell me I have to, the
I wanna
rebellious
go here.
part of me.
I want to go there.
I was like,
has there been any reports of someone catching COVID more than once?
Yes.
Yes.
I haven't heard of them.
Yes.
Really? Okay. Okay.
I don't know.
know
Like
a doctor.
I don't know
what,
if
I'm
anybody-
immune.
At
I don't know
what
if
at
anybody-
what rate?
I don't
I
know
mean,
if
like, is
anybody
it a
caught
lot?
COVID while getting. If somebody caught COVID twice and had the vaccine and caught it again, nigga, you just COVID. Nigga, you are COVID.
I don't think they had the vaccine at that point, but then I also know people who got COVID after getting the vaccine. But it was like a couple of days after they had got their first shot or second
I mean, it's
shot.
all love.
But I just feel like
It's all
but you know, they
baloney.
say getting the vaccine, it helps the people who don't have great immune systems, you know what I mean? And it's not just for you, it's for other people as well. You know, and that's what I go along with people wearing masks.
goddamn vaccine.
You can wear a mask. That's why they say, like, when you go around elderly people or children, they say wear a mask because it helps protect them. You may be good,
And that's
but
even crazy because how y'all gonna put an age limit on who should wear a mask? If everybody need to wear a mask, it shouldn't be 3 and under.
Didn't they lift the mask requirement?
Fuck.
Another thing, 12 and under don't have to get vaccinated. I mean, 12 and under.
they're able 12 and under. I thought they were able to get vaccinated now.
I thought it was 16 and up.
16.
Yeah.
Now my little sister, she just got her first
They don't
shot.
have
How old is your little sister?
14. They're now able to get the vaccine.
I think it's dumb as hell how he did it though. Like, why would you do it at the end of the school year, bro? Let this shit be done. Like, let this at least the school year be done. Like, you did it at. There's 3 weeks left in school. These niggas finna be at prom, mask off, COVID out. Got the COVID out.
Nah, prom's canceled.
What do you
So
mean?
they
I'm
say.
confused about your statement.
Because now that Joe Biden has put this whole thing, if you don't have a mask, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I mean, if you vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. Think about it at the school system level. At the school system level, everybody's gonna either say they either are vaccinated or they not, and they're not gonna be checking everybody's cards.
Hold on,
Yes,
wait,
they are.
I'm tripping.
No.
Didn't they lift the mask requirement like overall?
If
If you're vaccinated.
If you're vaccinated.
I thought you did that for everybody.
In general, they did
Yeah.
that.
I thought it was like
if
everybody
you're
thing.
vaccinated. He's like, if you're not vaccinated, if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear it. If you're not vaccinated, you do have to wear it.
But if you think about, I think I said this a long time ago.
Same way he told y'all about getting black. He's like, if you don't want to do it, just put the mask on. And if you do want to do it, go get the shot.
Wait, what?
Because if you're not black, you're not voting for Joe Biden.
Wow.
When was it said? Because I'm like lost for words. You see me just
He
stuck.
said it when he was on the Breakfast Club.
Just stuck.
Joe Biden.
Wait, Joe Biden was
He
on
was
the
not on the
Breakfast
Breakfast Club.
Yes, he was. What?
Wow.
That's before he even had Kamala Harris and Charlamagne said, if you want to win, you should probably put that black lady on your team.
But she is not black. What was she doing before she became the vice president?
She was
Suppressing
That's a whole other subject. She
Let's
actually
not,
wasn't.
let's,
That's what
right,
she did
let's
at
not
the
go
beginning
down
of
this
her
rabbit hole.
career.
I'm
Yeah,
not
that
even
was
going to do
the
that. We can
beginning
talk
of
about
her career.
Kamala Harris later.
That was in the beginning of her career.
She talking to Lil Baby now. Y'all, Lil Baby
She
got
just
a
wants
song
the
with
black
Kurt Franklin.
boat.
I've been talking about that.
How How do y'all?
For real.
He got a song with Kirk Franklin. So what about it now, huh? He
Christian
is the
rap.
God, the Christian rap. What about it?
He got a song.
With
It ain't.
Kirk
Nah,
Franklin.
it's just a joke. It's actually Plies. Nah, I'm just
Get out of
playing.
here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
No, I think my comment still applies. That's anecdotal.
Look, he did
You know,
Plies.
I mean, that's like when Beyonce did that gospel record. We're not identifying
Just
her
like
as
R.
a gospel
Kelly
artist.
did
What,
a
you
gospel
talking about-
record.
And then
You
we're
talking about
not
when Jesus
identifying
say
R.
yes?
Kelly as a
'Cause
gospel artist. either.
That's Michelle's song. You talking about with Jesus?
No, Beyonce did
No,
a.
what that?
You talking about Ave Maria?
The Temptations. Talking about the Temptations. Issues?
Oh, the Temptations movie that don't count. It's a movie.
What you need?
Yeah, see, look,
Try
we
to-
don't even know which one we talking about.
There ain't gonna be one right there.
But I did see that. That was what's up though. Lil Baby met with VP. What do y'all think y'all spoke about? They spoke about.
You know,
I need the black vote. I need
it's
to
one
take this
over there.
picture.
I mean, the election ain't gonna be for another.
I need the
4
black.
years.
I need the black people to be on my side though. If I say I want to do anything, I need the people.
You don't
to be
think
on my
ain't
you don't
just-
think black people were on his side? Because
Yeah.
Donald Trump was on the other side, so black people was on his
You
side.
gotta keep him in. If the vice president is talking to the number one artist in the world, that's gonna influence anything she says at that point. I'm cool with Lil Baby, so anything she said at this point, it's like a.
It gave her clout.
Yeah.
It gave her, you know.
They
She
do
can give it a
anything for
baby.
clout.
She just
Do we like that though? You know, our government.
No, we just stupid and we going for it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. You know,
Exactly.
the government can be compromised by celebrity status.
Lil
by
Baby
that-
is in the White House. This
But
nigga
you know
smell
what?
like gas.
Okay,
You
first
know?
of all,
You know, it's dope
I
that
want to
Baby
say
did
this.
it.
That I'm actually happy that he's in the White House, being able to
I don't
speak
like
with
my
them.
government doing that, but go ahead.
Because the reason why I'm saying that is because, like,
I'm sorry. You be seeing me doing that? You be seeing me doing that?
Lil Baby, he's actually been speaking on the behalf of the young black people, or just black people in general, especially like with his music that he's come out talking to like the councilmen and marching out, you know, in the streets when.
He had one song. And they trying to call this nigga a political activist.
No, but it doesn't matter how many songs
You
you
feel
got.
me?
It doesn't, no, because
Right
it
after that,
doesn't-
he was flying everybody.
Feel me? Like that nigga saying.
It doesn't
like he
matter
up, like he up
how
there
many
saying.
songs you have. It's about what you are doing.
Oh
moving forward.
no, we are not
Because
get your two.
you can. Are we talking about? I can't
Nah, go.
continue.
Whoa.
Whoa. 2 minutes, man.
I'm just saying, you can be, you know, on
Say it.
both sides.
On both sides of what?
No, not the fence, but
Selling
you
drugs?
no. He don't talk about selling drugs at this point, do he?
We got the bags.
Talk about money.
What? He not talking about product bags.
But at the same
We
time,
getting the bills
we understand that that's entertainment. But he's talking about real life issues that he has seen, and he's also speaking from a young person's perspective. Because you know, the young people are the future.
What about the drug dealing and the extortion and the
Yeah, we gonna
people
forget
up?
it. We gonna whitewash this. We gonna whitewash this with that one song.
And carrying the guns and being able to rob people and
And he don't talk about that no more.
dude.
But we don't want to forgive R.
I'm
Kelly.
about the biggest watch. I don't care if it's
Yeah, I'm not forgiving R.
Definitely,
Kelly.
definitely.
I'm not.
And that was just what I was gonna say. But
Definitely.
we won't let
I'm
R.
not.
Kelly play.
No.
We can't play R. Kelly.
Say it again.
But
No,
I'm one of
no,
the biggest
no.
watch. I don't care if this shit hurt my wrist.
I'm just playing.
Come on.
No.
Okay.
No.
And I rock Lil Baby. I'm a big Lil Baby fan. I feel like he speak a lot of stuff and a lot of his music that he still, you know, sees the product of that. But my other thing is, Lil Baby making a lot of smart investments. You know what I'm saying?
I
feel
agree.
like a lot of that's
Right.
not coming through the music. You know what I'm saying?
real.
Like you have a voice at this point where you can change.
Yeah.
You literally
I think
can
he'll be
change
around a long time for his moves for stuff like that.
Oh,
I
definitely.
think he'll go past music. You know, if he played this thing right. You know, because I
If
think
he continues to
I think
play
he
it.
understands
He's
that
playing.
he's not just a rap artist now. You can be an icon. You know what I mean?
We often forget how deep politics run. Kamala Harris wasn't chosen because of how progressive it was on her
She
or
was
her
chosen
policies.
because she was black.
It was because of her South Asian ethnicity plays as well with her South Asian people.
Oh, and then the Asian people get attacked right after this, and then Black Lives Matter don't matter. But that's a whole other subject.
Nah, I think it still matters. I think that movement's still going strong.
Especially since
They
the
feel the
U.S.
residue of that.
relationship with South Asia was potentially rocky.
Wait, what?
Mark said the
Everything we
relationship
on.
with South Asia between America was potentially rocky.
If they didn't pass that bill to stop Asian hate crimes.
Is that what you're speaking of, Mark?
Well,
Well, we're going to get into this next topic. Is it safe for comedians to work?
we already talked about it.
We talked about that.
Oh, well, it's time for Codies Corner.
It's time for some more music. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back. Good people.
I'll take it.
Yes, we'll be back.
You already got something for Codies Corner.
Hey, yo, Ren, turn that up.
Shawty gon' switch on me when she start ballin'. She gonna check on her Instagram, she call me. Fuckin' with you till got me thinking that you owe me. Can't give me that bitch, got these fuck nigga actin' salty. Strap in like style, got your ass lookin' so bossy. Who the fuck my drug, got your ass lookin' so saucy. Sport your head with that cash, who the fuck you think that was all me? I stuck your neck, got your ass lookin' so frosty. Got so many bitches stay up on me, tryna hold me. I remember them bitches back in the day, they tried to dog me. You ain't wanna get nothing but these days, now you tryna call me. Who the fuck they feel, girl, you know that was all me. Shut told me she love me, now I can't even get a bitch off me. Cold world, my nigga, but that's just what the world taught me. It's hard to fuck with a bitch without her stay tryna go baldy. Her roommates, they hoping I stop fucking so they can all sleep. Fucking on this nigga and you fucking me, you lost me. Who the fuck would ever thought that your way would cross me? Why boo, you know he gon' fold you like coffee. Shawty switched up on me, thought I had her with dog me. Shawty gon' switch on me when she start ballin'. She gonna check on her Instagram, she call me. Fucking with you till got me thinking that you owe me. Can't give me that bitch, got these fuck nigga actin' salty. Strap getting like style, got your ass lookin' so bossy. Who the fuck my drug, got your ass lookin' so saucy. Sport your head with that cash, who the fuck you think that was all me? I stuck your neck, got your ass lookin' so frosty. Shawty gon' switch on me when she start ballin'. She gonna check on her Instagram, she call me. Fucking with you till got me thinking that you owe me. Can't give me that bitch, got these fuck nigga actin' salty. Strap getting like style, got your ass lookin' so bossy. Who the fuck my drug, got your ass lookin' so saucy. Sport your head with that cash, who the fuck you think that was all me? I stuck your neck, got your ass lookin' so frosty.
tripping on the nigga. Why you switch up on the nigga? I was really fucking with you. You were really fucking with me. I would do it for some five. I was trying to catch a little vibe. Are you trying to play with my mind? Say you want my love, but you ain't ready. Say you want my time, but you ain't ready. That's the truth, yeah. That's the truth, yeah. Say you want my love, but you ain't ready. Say you want my time, but you ain't ready. That's the truth, yeah. That's the truth.
Meet us after the show at the Boom Boom Room on Donnelly Howell Road. Meet us after the show at the Boom Boom Room if you want to meet my dysfunctional family.
If it ain't wet, then I eat it up. I kiss it, she love when I tease her. In love with the stroke, I be pleasing her. Knee deep in that pussy, I beat it up. She love when we fuck, cause I hammer her. That shit was so tight, had me fiending her. The air was so fat and the head was tough. So strong in the mind, ain't no flexing her. Came up in the hood, ain't no checking her. I'm blowing her ass, had the bells of her. She throwing it back in the Tesla. Came up on her own, ain't no stressing her. She move like a goon when the shit get tough. She stuffing the leaf like pressure. She dropped to her knee, cause my day was rough. She gets the tail just to stand them up. I just might fuck her on camera. She said she into that freaky shit. She nasty fucking like Pamela. Smoke a L to boost my stamina. I just might sleep in it all night. Give me that look in his own sight. Peeping that gut with his long palm. She love when a real nigga in the guts. I hit from the back, I be killing her. I turn her around, I be drilling her. I love how she shake when she catching us. She love when a real nigga in the guts. She love when a real nigga in the guts. She love when a real nigga in the guts. She love when a real nigga in the guts. She like all that freaky and kinky stuff. I dig it down, put my thumb in her butt. She was basic, you know that I bite her. Yeah, that pussy good, but I ain't wifing ya. I'm all in the mafia, I try enough. I don't need all your time, just one night with her. Ain't taking you out, ain't no dating hoes. Foreign bitches, I got 8 of those. You want some kids, I told her swallow those. She eat the dick up like it papa though. Get sloppy toppy, eat sloppy Joe. Trading bitches, we can swap her. When the quantity free, got a lot of hoes. You going out bad, need to borrow. I'm so slimy, cut the for my partner hoe. When he asks about it, I say I don't know. Pussy ain't having a whole big party. Probably got your auntie on the market. I got all type of hoes and all type of price. Determine what is your bargain. Domestic violence in the pussy. I'ma fuck on your hoe, she looking. And I'm selling wood for her with low self-esteem. So baby, come book me. She love when a real nigga in the guts. I hit from the back, I be killing her. I turn her around, I be drilling her. I love how she shake when she catching us. She love when a real nigga in the guts. She love when a real nigga in the guts. She love when a real nigga in the guts. She love when a real nigga in the guts. She love when a real nigga in the guts. She love when a real nigga in the guts. She love when a real nigga in the guts. Oh, she love when a real nigga in the guts.
All right, beautiful people, and we are back. We are back. Welcome back to my dysfunctional family. And you could catch us this evening at the Boom Boom Room. So,
if you're asking where the Boom Boom Room at, just go pull out a NuRadio, go to the light, it's right there.
Right on Bankhead Highway, good old Bankhead.
And nigga said just go to the light.
Right, it's there.
Just go to the light and say Boom Boom Room.
Speaking of
he done made a sign.
Yeah, he's not Christian, and Bradley would like to know: are we?
Whoa, we
jumping
going there?
the ship?
We doing that? We doing this?
And are we abandoning Christianity?
I don't know if we got enough viewers going on for this one.
Are we abandoning Christianity?
Yeah,
people?
so let me introduce it.
Okay, bring it in.
Let me bring it in. I just noticed a decline of Christianity within our culture when we was a heavy church-based people. At one point in time.
America or black people?
Well, I would say both actually, but more so of because America was founded on Christianity and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that, you know what I mean? But I would say particularly what I've noticed in our community, and my question is, are we abandoning Christianity? In today's world,
I can't wait to answer this.
We got people. I mean, in today's world, we look to, zodiac signs for information on people. We burn seasoning, just to get in, just to clear.
Burn seasoning.
I ain't about to throw this at you.
We do. It's true. It is so. It's true. We do this.
Yes, he's talking about sage. He get on my nerves.
What about Paleo Santo?
Let me finish now. And nowhere is mentioned Jesus anymore. You feel what I'm saying? Like nobody, Nobody. When something is good is happening to us, we say the universe is with me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't think
it's a decline of Christianity.
Thank you.
And I disagree with that statement. We can address that too, what we say. But I think, and that's my question overall. I know we can dig into it deep, and this probably should take like a whole show of just this one topic of things like that. But how do y'all feel? Are we abandoning Christianity? And I'm gonna answer all y'all questions onto that.
I think we're abandoning the religious side, because there is also a spiritual side of people, and to say that somebody is going to go to hell and burn for damnation because they're not following somebody who, for one, if Jesus Christ existed back then, his name would not have been spelled with a J. His name would have been Yahweh, because J did not even exist in the dictionary, in any dictionary, especially not the Hebrew dictionary, which is where the letters from his name would have came from.
Mm-hmm.
But to say that we look to the stars and to look to the light and everything, there's energy that is your body naturally runs off of energy. An MRI itself comes from the energies in your body, and that's how they're able to see the image of an MRI, because energy is a real thing. Mm-hmm. So for you to not, and then even when you go back to the Bible, in the Bible it says God did this, God said that, God did this, God said that, and then all of a sudden it turns to Lord God. Who is Lord God, and why did we change who God is? We went from God to Lord God.
I don't think we changed who he is.
It's in the Bible. If you read the book of Genesis,
I have.
Go straight through the first.
What are you referring to? What verse? What like?
The King James version.
Yeah, I know, but what are you saying? Because it's vague. Because he's addressed as Lord God. God has thousands of names. Mm-hmm. You know, you can't.
But why are we just automatically changing his name? And then there's deeper messages. There's a lot of subliminal messages.
His name is aside to his characteristic. Like, for instance, we call him Jireh. We call him.
He would have been named Yahweh.
His name, it would have been Yeshua.
Yeshua.
Yeah, it would have been Yeshua. You're right. There is no J. But but why does that matter on the spelling of his name? I'm talking more on the faith and the belief of Jesus.
Are you done?
You know,
I'm a.
So you want me to argue that point, or you want me to argue your original question?
My original question: are we abandoning Christianity?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And why? And why?
You want to go or?
Nah, it's on you.
Yes.
It's on you.
You stepped up. You didn't. You sit back here. And
we
you
can't
like
just say yes. You have to give an explanation first. Okay, I just gave an explanation to my yes. I didn't have to say
I think this is my opinion. This is how I feel. This is not facts.
Let it be known.
This is what I'm gonna say. I think a lot of as far as that whole church thing that's been taught to us and been embedded in us has been so manipulated in so many different ways that, especially in our culture, it's been abused.
It's church hurt. What would you saying?
Yeah, we've been abused by the church. A lot of people have been shamed by the church.
Raped by the church.
Yeah, a lot of bad things have happened to people while being in the church, or even seeing so many negative things as far as like pastors sleeping with.
Right. But we know that the church is not God, right?
But
it's supposed to be a place for God.
But when I get done with my 2 minutes,
church
y'all can talk about it.
ran.
Led by God.
Yeah, but when I get done with my 2 minutes, y'all can talk about it.
Go ahead.
But
ow, you gotta move that.
But no, what I'm saying is the representation of God, the representation of Christianity is through the church. So if that representation is being tarnished, then yes, Christianity is being pulled further away. I think more people are believing in there is a higher power, but I think to just symbolize it on this one certain religion that things have to be this certain way, I think that's being torn apart of it. Because even within the Christianity has even broken down into even more parts. So to say I'm a Christian, but I'm not a Baptist, or I'm not a Methodist, or I'm not a, you know what I'm saying? I'm already not a part of the complete thing. I'm a piece of something.
It's not necessarily true, but
Seventh-day Adventist.
I mean, I don't think you need to join all the denominations to say that you're a Christian. I think we putting these titles and this stuff on what it is to be a Christian. But I'm saying do you know God for yourself, like a personal relationship?
And I say that to say I don't think you need Christianity to understand that. And I think that's why the whole Christianity thing is being pulled away, because just to have an understanding that there is a higher power, there is a God. I understand that I'm not the purpose on how things are moving, how energy is being possessed. I know I didn't put myself here. I know there has to be a higher being. Doesn't necessarily mean that I have to be a Christian to believe that. Just to say that means to say that Buddhists are what they're believing is not. Am I saying that they're incorrect? If I'm saying what a Muslim believes, are they saying that they're incorrect? Am I to say that the Greek mythology, were they not correct? And all the stories, they all kind of coincide with each other. If you really listen to it, like Jesus. If you listen, not Jesus, Jesus, to listen to.
You try to say Yeshua?
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking about Jesus. No, I'm just saying like the whole the Jesus to Zeus. I mean, not Jesus to Hercules. Like, their stories sound very similar as far as who they are. They're the son of God who didn't have, you know what I'm saying? The stories just all line up to
bad information.
Told in different ways.
Is that bad information?
Yeah.
Okay, we have a couple comments.
I think it's a form of deception that you're being deceived. You know what I mean?
Okay, read the comment.
Okay, so Mark Hathaway said the Bible was changed a lot through history, especially due to the first council of Nicaea. Am I saying that right? Especially due to the first council. So there needs to be a connection to God through accurate translations of the Bible. And then a new way to walk. They're typing pretty fast, so I'm going to keep on.
Yeah, it's going crazy over there. The comments kind of going up.
Christianity
Need you help me filter the
has
comments.
1,000 genes, which in sin itself, according to the Bible, I need to wear my glasses. God in Christ,
Get on the comments.
Consequences?
Inside, it says this. Inside of each living form. Here for my sister Goldilocks. Who is Goldilocks?
That's you, Nisha?
That's you, Nisha?
You say it like that. Say, I don't know them.
Christ consciousness. And then they sending a lot of love, beautiful people. And that's Richard Keeler. Richard Keeler, A New Way to Walk, and Mark Hathaway. So,
thank y'all for y'all.
He said the Bible has been changed a lot through history. And it has.
And I believe that.
It's like playing telephone. Like, you're going to get different information if we all say something.
Bradley was getting into something. What was you saying?
On that note right there, as
deception?
far as, yeah, on deception.
My Goldilocks?
I think it's, I think people are being deceived. You know what I mean? To where shades is being pulled over their eyes. You know, they're giving different options. They're giving excuses. People are church hurt, and I'm not gonna believe in God because of X, Y, and Z, and this, and then you get bad information, things like that. But you know, I just wanted to encourage people. You know that God is real. Jesus is real. You know what I mean? He loves you. He wants you, you know, to have a relationship with him, to talk to him. You know what I mean? To give you peace, to bring you life and prosperity and all of that. And I think we have been deceived and just fooled to going an alternative path. And
Is that because I'm not a Christian, I can't do that?
Okay, so, and I'm glad you asked that. You can, and I think we also get locked up on terms as far as like church and Christianity is two different things. You know what I mean? My point is that I'm saying that when shit hits the fan, or when something, or even on the opposite side, when stuff is all good, you know, we don't go to the one God. We have some other thing, some idol, or I knew them incense was going to bring me good luck. You feel what I'm saying? And
but I think those are two different questions, though, because you say it's Christianity. That's the question. The topic at hand is Christianity.
No, the topic is people abandoning Christianity, right? So in the word Christianity means.
But that's different than beliefs.
No. The word is Christianity, and I'm saying that as in like the word Christianity means Christ in. You feel what I'm saying? Or is Christ in you? That's how you're Christian. Not if you go to church or if you're this and that. You know what I mean? If Christ be in you, you know what I mean? Then those qualities will flow out of you. You feel what I'm saying? So when something good happens to me, I know who I'm thanking. You feel what I'm saying? If something's bad happening to me, I don't go to some ulterior source. I know where my help comes from. You feel what I'm saying? Does that make sense? And yes, it's the Bible. As far as translations,
but does that make you a Christian because you believe?
Right. Yes. What makes you a Christian is through Jesus.
Jesus
you know,
is a character, and Tyshawn, you caught up, bro. King James changed all the scripts. The Roman Council created transitions for each sect of those times to match the customs of those heritages.
So the Bible is canonized. It's an overall thing. You know what I mean? The Bible just lays down a blueprint on the salvation of your soul. That is it. There is other scripture that talks about other things in other realms, and
He said that.
you know, other realms in the fourth and fifth heavens and this and that, and then
Right.
things like that.
Wait a minute.
What happened? You know what I mean? They're my people. But the Bible is canonized. The Bible has a theme. You know what I mean? The theme is salvation. The theme is redemption for the souls. And I'm not gonna drag this out all long. But just because it doesn't say possibly what you don't want it to say, or what, you know what I mean?
But you're not giving us the point on how Christianity is not being devolved. You're saying
It's not being what?
Like, what's your question? What's the original question?
Are we abandoning Christianity? You said yes. You answered the question already.
Have you?
No, I don't want to say I'm abandoning Christianity.
I'm not abandoning it. Abandoning it.
I didn't say
people,
I was.
In my opinion, to a certain extent, yes. By just the way that they're operating in the world, and
who's they?
Who's they?
People, like from children, adults.
You saying people are not doing Christianity anymore? That's what you're saying?
Okay, you're saying that people is abandoning Christianity.
People as a whole, in a sense, but I mean, at the same time, it's like, because there's laws, you know, that mean that are that were what?
She's about to read.
I was just telling him I'm about to read it.
Oh, there's certain laws and things that we are supposed to abide by, and those things are not being held at this very moment anymore. And if we accept that there's a higher power, not saying that, you know, anyone is wrong and you know, do you, but it's like you're doing these things. Are you just gonna just own up to them, or are you like, what are you gonna do about it? Like, there's repercussions to things, aren't there?
It is, but that should be however you so choose to believe that there is a consequence for your actions. But you can't tell me that spirits aren't real, because spirits never die.
Argument with somebody about that.
That's what I think we're just arguing about too. That's what I'm saying. The argument at hand is Christianity.
Yeah, two different conversations.
Yeah. So the Bible is based on astrology. It's already laid out in plain text. The information is already available. It's readily available.
But that still doesn't. That's what I'm saying. So at that point, why do I have to be a Christian and believe in Jesus Christ to be able to go to heaven? Because some. And I think I think that's the biggest thing on why people. I think this is why so many people are abandoning Christianity.
That's where the split happens.
That's what I feel like.
It's the acceptance. Christianity is the acceptance. Let me give you a better definition. Christianity is the acceptance as Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior.
Okay, so if I have accepted that, right? At what point? Why do I have to be a Christian?
Then you are a Christian, because that's what it believes.
So at that point, I don't have to practice anything else, right? If I believe that, I don't have to practice anything else of these beliefs.
I don't practice everything that.
Because I got dedicated when I was 8 years old.
That's what I'm saying. You can do.
I don't think that's right.
So long as
I went up there myself. No, I went up there myself because I went up there a couple times because I used to cry at church because I thought I was gonna go to hell. And why would you put that type of fear in children? Like,
you know, a certain amount of fear is good for you, because without fear, as a child, without fear, you'll touch fire.
But at the same time,
the
after
word
you
says
touch fire,
feel.
you've learned that now fire is hot. You probably won't touch it again.
That's not
fear. But you now have a fear of fire.
No, it's not a
fear
because
understanding of fire.
No, I would
say
just
know that. Why would it be a fear? Because you play.
And I'm not saying fear as in you're being scared, but it's a.
I think fear is the wrong term.
That is. It's just common sense to you, because that is commonly known to yourself that you're gonna burn yourself if you touch fire. It's not a fear. It's just in my brain that I don't want to burn my hand.
Fear is not dealing with it. Fear is like, I'm scared of roller coasters. That's a fear. I fear it. But I know if I get on this roller coaster.
But if I see somebody light a match, I'm not gonna say, "Ooh, that's fear." That's the difference.
That's being scared. I'm talking about.
Okay.
You know, I mean, and we can all disagree. You know, it's
that's
no.
Why I disagree too.
It's no.
Absolutely.
What you call it? But it was a good. You know, just to crack that open, I'll be bringing that out again.
Let's get to the corner because we got a couple minutes left.
All right,
just diving into
quickly.
that.
Real snip.
Welcome back to Codies Corner. It has.
We gotta get you some music.
Revived.
Yes, let's make a Codies Corner.
You guys stop interrupting, folks. Go ahead.
Anywho.
So, I want to talk about boundaries and expectations. It doesn't necessarily, I won't say only pertain to relationships, but if you think about it, any person outside of yourself that is a relationship that you do have. Whether it's platonic, whether it's romantic, whether it's just strictly business, it's a relationship. I believe boundaries should be placed, no matter with who you are with. And I want to ask you all, do you believe that there's a difference in boundaries and expectations? So what I mean by that is, go ahead.
I definitely think there's a difference between boundaries and expectations. And I think the biggest problem with boundaries and expectations is expectations are most of the time not brought up. Mm-hmm. Boundaries are. You know what I'm saying? Your boundaries like, hey, don't eat off my plate. I don't like people to do that type of shit.
But you respect them not to at the same time?
I respect them not to, but my expectations is I think you're supposed to bring me my plate as a woman. You know what I'm saying? I probably didn't speak that out loud, but my boundaries are definitely spoken on. Like, don't touch my feet. You know what I'm saying? Versus, I expect you to rub my feet when I get out of work. You know what I'm saying? That's my expectations. And I think a lot of times, and that's a problem.
It is a major problem.
I don't think we set our expectations, or we set our, I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago.
Do you think it's bad communication?
I think it's horrible.
It is bad communication. That's what it boils down to when you're speaking about boundaries and expectations, because you can't expect someone to do something just because you're with them or they're around you. You have to tell them, because not everyone thinks of like the same way as you, and you can't expect that.
Maybe that's the problem with the word
expectations.
It's in the word. You're expecting something that you haven't even asked for.
Expectations can be properly managed by setting and defining boundaries.
That's smart, ain't it?
Of course it's smart. Who else?
Talk your talk, Mark.
Come on, Mark.
I can hear his accent already.
Tony, don't make no more comments if you ain't coming to work. Just playing.
But boundaries definitely should be in place though as well.
I think boundaries are set. I think boundaries are
No, they're not. They're not. I feel like boundaries are set once something has happened to you.
True.
Because that's when you realize, like, whoa, wait a minute. Don't do that.
Don't put your tongue there.
That's a boundary. I don't fool with.
Y'all topic's been polarized. Great show, y'all.
Oh.
Sorry, I just had to do a voice.
Okay, thank you.
I don't even know what you sound like.
That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, but
it's polarizing. Yes, it's been polarizing.
But people often cross boundaries. Why? Do they want to see if you really stand on them?
Some could be out of ignorance since there's no good communication.
But you know what? But sometimes people do know. People do know, and they try you. And I think it's to see how far they feel like they are with you. If I can get by with this person and this person, I have this control or this over certain sense with this person.
I don't think I've experienced that.
I've experienced it.
You probably have.
And then it
What's
got the
something
wrong end.
you've never had an ex do something that you just don't like and they continue to do it?
No.
You just said something or cut him off,
no,
right?
He cut him off. He chopped him off. He chopped him off at the ankles.
Right.
No. So there was a time of where I didn't want my girl to come to the Black Runway experience. And she did anyway.
What?
And
she was there?
Hold on, wait a minute. This was recently.
Right.
Hold on.
I'm like, this is
second what?
Hold on. He got to tell the story.
We had a whole thing. It was pump the brakes. I said I specifically asked you not to.
And that was a boundary to cross.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
But why?
She came out again. I mean, we're gonna get into all of that
because we can talk about that on another show.
We actually addressed that before here, but okay.
Yes.
Okay, so my question with that is that boundary was overstepped because that's a place that you wanted to keep to yourself. Was it necessarily like
she wanted to
a disrespect, or was it more so the communication wasn't broken down enough for her to understand what your expectations of her were to respect your request?
She knew because it was broken down. It was real specific, and I took it as disrespect.
And I blatantly told you don't do something and you did.
And you did, yeah. And that's when we had a
but
communication.
Did you expect her to answer or to follow through with that? Did you expect that?
Did I expect it
to like not show up?
Yes, I did.
I literally asked you. Like, it's not like I said, hey, I wouldn't mind if you showed up.
What was the reason?
What was your reason for not you didn't want to come?
We'll talk about that on camera because it's getting what you call it.
So, I just feel like whenever it comes down to anything and everybody, you shouldn't have expectations set high because you can always be let down. I feel like with expectations, you start in a medium or keep them low enough to where you won't be disappointed. But for your boundaries, I feel like you should stand on those, but also don't get your feelings so hurt at the same time.
Right. Because I don't like being disappointed, I expect the worst, and I hope for the best.
Yes.
And I tell you what I don't want you to do, and if you do it, we got a problem. And if I got a problem, you really ain't gonna like me because I'm not a nice person once you cross my boundaries.
I think I get an even better, well, not a better one, but like I think another way to elaborate on it is like set your boundaries in the beginning, and also let your expectations be compromisable. Like let your expectations be compromisable because every person's gonna be different. This person might show you something that you didn't even know that you liked it this way, but your expectation was this way. But this person might show it this way, and you be like, oh damn. So I think expectations can be made, but they can be compromised. Boundaries should be set on. Those should be those things that you're like set on, like.
Right.
Either expectations or boundaries.
Well, that was a great show, and
nice
we
ending.
would love y'all to meet us at the Boom Boom Room.
We at the Boom Boom Room. Move, be at the light.
Let's
y'all
go.
Pull up the new radio station. Pull out to the right and go to the light.
Drive up to the new radio
You see the excursion out there. You see the Ram out
the
there.
The Dodge Ram with the Hemi in it.
I don't know which Mook gonna pull up in, but you'll see the new radio on the side or whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
Whatever y'all do,
follow us.
Communicate with anyone in your family and your relationships and around in your corners. You can follow us at
_Dysfunctional _family.
No more _.
Right.
You can follow me at All Star Dutch. Follow me at Nugget. No Ugly Girls Allowed. The Black Runway Experience is coming up June 12th. I need everybody there from 3 to 7. If you late, I promise you, you're going to be so upset, bro. If you do not show up on time, it starts at 3 o'clock. If you're not there at 3, you're going to miss something.
Right.
You're going to miss something if you're not there at 3. You're going to be mad.
And you better pull up.
You better pull up.
Pull up.
Y'all can follow me at _codename wit. That's it for him.
Y'all can follow me at Ashanti Deanna and at Lovely Shoes, and I will be at the experience.
Actually, she in the experience. Yes. You know what I'm
saying? Bye. Follow me at T._Bradley. And again, make sure you pull up at the Black Runway Experience this June 12th at 3 o'clock. If you ain't there by 3, you're going to miss some shit.
Or his OnlyFans at T Sizzle.
T Sizzle.
He got OnlyFans. T Sizzle. Follow him on.
We out.
I got a discount. Hit me.
This is going to be Sex by King Kadeem.
This nigga out here giving a discount.
Right?
I can see your body all over me. I know you feel it too. Even though it's wrong, it feel right. Slow stroking, I'm just trying to take my time with you. You gotta feel me. Sex, if it ain't real. And love ain't long if I can't have you.
But if I can't have you, just get up, don't tease me. Just give me your heart and tell me you need me. And maybe I'm right here just waiting on you. Just show me love, what we gotta do. Now that you're here, climb right up behind me. Make me say, oh Lord, what he got up inside me. And when I'm loving on you, I don't think so clearly. Kissing on your woo, like, who did you miss me?
I can see your body all over me. I know you feel it too. Even though it's wrong, it feel right. Slow stroking, I'm just trying to take my time with you. You gotta feel me. Sex, if it ain't real. And love ain't long if I can't have you.
I can see how your body's all over me. You supposed to be here with me, that's how it's supposed to be. That body getting super wet for me. She got her own, she don't want none. She all up in love, but it's all of a sudden. Fuck him, he ain't talking about none. Shawty got wet, we talking about fucking. She might deal with me if she like. I gotta hurry up, she rush.
I can see your body all over me. I know you feel it too. Even though it's wrong, it feel right. Slow stroking, I'm just trying to take my time away. You gotta feel me. Sex, that with you. And love ain't love if I can't have you.
Hey, yo, Ren, turn that up.
It's been hard to find somebody who gon' love you for you. It's been hard to find somebody who's gon' love you for you. It's been hard to find somebody who gon' love you for you.
You gotta understand,
It's been hard to find somebody. It's been hard to find somebody.
It's so hard to find somebody, keep it real, keep it true. You're so made far away, but you probably never knew. Heart so cool, man, I swear black and blue. That's why it's so hard to LOV without you. I can't love you. No. Yeah, you stay down, girl, man, you really make me move. I don't wanna be a platinum, I'm so hard to pick and choose. It's so hard to pick and choose. Who I wanna and I don't wanna lose. I can't lose you. No.
It's been hard to find somebody who gon' love you for you. It's been hard to find somebody who's gon' love you for you. It's been hard to find somebody who gon' love you for you. It's been hard to find somebody. It's been hard to find somebody. Seem like I can't find a bitch that's for me. Soon as I fall in love, I find she for the streets. Okay, you ain't give out your number, but your IG. How you go from my main to my side piece? You be putting these lame niggas all over me. I guess you forgot how it used to be. Shawty want me to get down on one knee. I guess what we did was just create some memories. It's so hard to believe, girl, what you had did to me. It's so hard to believe. I was hoping that this shit was just make believe. It's been hard to find somebody who gon' love you for you. It's been hard to find somebody who's gon' love you for you. It's been hard to find somebody who gon' love you for you. It's been hard to find somebody. It's been hard to find somebody.